On the news tonight, FCT Minister inspects International Conference Center and other projects in the FCT.
We are going to have back what is called International Conference Center.
And correspondent on special assignment examines why people prioritize content creation during emergencies.
You just go videoing and then you begin to throw it on social media. So I wonder what people benefit from those kind of things.
Hello, glad to have you join us on NTA Channel 5 Abuja News at 7. I am Blessing Amfulani. Remember to join our YouTube channel on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And starting the bulletin from the State House, as the government continues to tackle the multidimensional security issues in the country, President Bola Tinubu has assured the military that his administration would always listen to their advice and keep the country on the path of peace and prosperity. President Bola Tinubu met the commitment as he decorated the Chief of Army Staff Olufemi Oluyede to a new rank of Lieutenant General. Details in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on now, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has inspected the International Conference Center and other ongoing projects to a certain level of work. Onoze Yakubu has details.
At the road project site at Life Camp and Katankwe District, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, in company of the FCD Executive Secretary Shehu Hadi Ahmad, addressed issues of compensation, which is impeding the ongoing road construction and extension of scope of work.
Can you take a scoop of it to M20? Let us see. It will be additional to this work. It's not going for a new. Because it doesn't make sense to start this. And then well, if you can do the alignment, and then the evaluation people start immediately.
The minister also inspected the International Conference Center where the rehabilitation works are still ongoing. He expresses satisfaction with the level of work.
By the grace of God, previously they would have handed over the projects that would be available for Nigerians to use. But what is important is that yes, we are going to have back what is called International Conference Center.
Nyesom Wike further reveals that in no too distant time, more projects will be flagged off in satellite towns to ensure grassroots development. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
It is an item you may see but rarely think twice about. A simple white cane, but for a visually impaired person, it is a symbol of independence and accessibility. Onoti Yakubu in this report brings us up close to how this humble tool remarkably has been a symbol of independence, resilience, and progress to millions around the world.
For those living with visual impairments, a white cane is much more than a piece of equipment. It is a lifeline. Originally adopted more than a century ago, the white cane has become a universal sign that empowers the visually impaired to navigate freely while sending a clear message to those around them. Today, Lydia Ajayi shares insights into the role of the white cane and its significance to her and those who use it every day.
It also brings about, like I said, independence. I can at least move around independently without the human guide, you know. And like I earlier said also, it's also an identity for me. So someone who sees me with my guide cane can also help me when need be.
With my guide cane, I can climb the stairs, go to different classes, teach, and come back to the office myself. So indeed, it's a very significant tool, and I would really encourage everyone who is still scared to have one.
The white cane has dual purpose. It provides both practical support and social awareness. In terms of utility, it is designed to detect obstacles and changes in walking surfaces, which is crucial for everyone navigating city streets, stairways, or public transit. But beyond its functional uses, the white cane has a powerful social dimension. For many visually impaired individuals, it serves as a statement of self-reliance, challenging stereotypes and emphasizing that they are fully capable of leading independent lives.
The use of the mobility cane or the white cane should be enshrined in our constitution, and the users should be protected, by an act that can give them that full access into the society.
The cheapest guide cane is about 15,000 naira. As at the last time I checked. With this new dispensation, is even more than that. So most of these visually impaired persons are not even walking, so they can't even afford to even have one. And averagely, a visually impaired person, you are supposed to at least have 2 guide cane at a time, 1 spare and 1 that we are using.
White Cane Awareness Day, observed every October, is a reminder of the continued fight for accessibility and inclusion for the visually impaired. So, the next time you see a white cane, remember that it is more than just a tool, but a symbol of equality. Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
Centered on raising a generation who will believe in God, themselves, and the ability to summon every challenge was the central message at the 7th edition of the 2024 Love World Youth and Teens Carnival. Cecilia Julius reports that Christ Embassy Zone 1 Abuja played host to the young minds and students of the FCT.
An atmosphere of worship, songs, display of diverse talents and soul-lifting messages best describes the 7th edition of the Love World Youth Teens Carnival 2024 with the theme Only Believe, as a charge to young ones to keep alive their belief in the inexhaustible ability of Jesus Christ.
Do not look at that situation, but look at God's word concerning the situation. For heaven and earth will pass away, but His word still remains the same.
Jesus, the sunrise, glory shines all around. New order in that time, there'll be no time.
Zonal Pastor Christ Embassy, Zone 1 Abuja, Pastor Dikwa Official, and other leaders speak on the essence of the program.
Believing in this nation, believing in themselves, believing in God. This is very important at this time for the young men and women that we have, our teenagers, our youth, our young men. Our man of God, Pastor Chris, thank God for him raising a new generation of people that will believe that things can be different.
This is a call to those in the position of authority to see how they can furthermore create opportunities where the young people in this nation are more relevant. That way we're going to reduce some evil vices in the society.
And give them the steps and the tools they need to make that happen. We believe that then every young person in the country can become a catalyst for nation building, a catalyst for the building of the future that we see.
We believe in the future of Nigeria, we believe in the young people, and we know that with the collective efforts of every young person, there's still hope for the country.
There is nothing God cannot give us. Everything we have comes from God. So I'm very happy to be here today.
They maintain that even in the face of an uncertain turn in life, striving and soaring high above all limitations starts with you believing, because all things are possible with God. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
And throughout the ages, Countless of beautiful songs have been composed in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Mother of Jesus Christ. The third edition of the Maria Mater Dei, a Marian concert, and brought together great soloists and choristers with the sole aim of uplifting and edifying souls through beautiful sounds, eulogizing the Blessed Virgin Mary. Mariam George Jutubo shares memories from the concert.
The Maria Mater Dei, a Marian concert, features a carefully curated selection of Marian songs. These compositions range from simple hymns and Gregorian chants. Metropolitan Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja, John Cardinal Onaikon, described the event as an expression of human spirit through music.
This particular concert is a concert with a religious intonation. We have only singing for only one theme: praise Holy Mother Mary. That's all.
The convener of the concert, Mary Okori, says each year new pieces of Marian songs are introduced with enriching messages to the delight of spectators.
We are promoting Marian hymns, sacred hymns, and then classical pieces, anthems, chants, so that people won't keep repeating the regular Marian songs that they know. At the end of this event, I am hoping that everyone who has attended will leave here spirit-filled and edified.
If you wake up and you realize that you're healthy and you have roof over your head, be thankful. Every other thing will pass. As long as you're healthy. Now, even if you're not healthy, as long as you're alive, be thankful.
The motivation for this concert was to introduce most of these pieces that are not so familiar in our climb here, to get our congregation as well as other music lovers familiar with some of these.
It's important because it's a way to promote our devotion to Mother Mary in the Catholic Church. It's also a way to conscientize Catholics the world over to be more devoted to Mother Mary.
The organizers say the event hoped to expand the repertoire of Marian solos and anthems for the spiritual edification of souls and the listening pleasure of music-loving audience. Mariam George, Jutubo, NTA News.
Accidents and other emergencies are inevitable in life and often catch people by surprise. However, a disturbing trend in some Nigerian youths prefers to record those incidences for content on social media rather than giving a helping hand. And the question that keeps popping up in the minds of concerned citizens is, where is the milk of kindness? Ramut Abdullahi reports.
People respond to accidents or emergencies differently. While some simply stand and watch without acting, others can be confused and panic or may even act inappropriately. For instance, some persons crazy about content creation on social media might just be concerned about recording the situation to be the first to post it, leaving the victim to battle with their life without offering a helping hand.
The person is wallowing in pain. The person is, looking for assistance and help. But what will you see other people do? Some people, not everybody. We still have a lot of good people. You just go videoing and then you begin to throw it on social media. So I wonder what people benefit from those kind of things. There are a lot of implications to that. You go post something, it's somebody's relation, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's sister. They may not have heard about the incidents. And you quickly go and post it on social media to say, okay, you're the first that posted it.
Because that's what we call misinformation. Someone could record somebody and tag it, this person is dead. And that's what we call shock. A family member who has maybe felt this person was going to work and all of a sudden see the family member or whoso is involved in that emergency online and people are tagging the news dead or these casualties are there, could actually trigger that person to go to shock.
It's something we all have to join hands together and make sure that we will
carry out a very good dissemination to the public that we have to go back to what we are known before. Before, if such a thing happened, you see people running to the person, trying to get the person up, some vehicles even coming to stop to assist you, carry the person to hospital. But opposite is the case now.
Providing psychological support by assuring victims that you are there for them or someone is on the way, experts say can encourage the victim.
The society requires more of every individual. You know that when you see anybody in an emergency situation, the first thing you should learn, how do I help? Let me call for help. You call 112 or you call 211, whichever one you call. If you call 112, the 112 immediately call the relevant agency that is concerned.
We are praying that a lot of Nigerians should be eager, or people who can assist, let them be trained on first aid.
Some people think that using social media can also connect victims to experts who can provide help. But these emergency experts believe that doing something physically to provide immediate help or calling for help can rescue the situation better.
In any emergency situation, the first thing that should come to our mind is how we can be of help to the victim. Let the victim see the humanity in us before any other thing.
Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Many thanks, Ramatu. The good old days are back when households leverage little space in their compounds to own a garden where they can grow what they eat. This is more so that Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, is leading the advocacy for people to own a garden so as to ensure food sufficiency in the country. Tacey Omeri reports on the thriving home garden in Abuja.
Home farming, an age-long practice where families grow what they eat by utilizing limited space in their compounds. Esther Adebayo, a retired civil servant who lives in a white neighborhood in Abuja, turns the little space in her house to grow a variety of crops.
I have like 150 bags of the yam. So we have space for tomatoes, for vegetables, and for corn.
Call it a one-stop shop here in the humble abode of Mama Esther Adebayo, a retired civil servant, and you will not be wrong. From fresh vegetables to fruits, protein, and grains, whatever it is you need for your home supplies is available here in this very small space, all in a bid to promote food security in the country. Venturing into home farming, also known as urban farming, many say has helped households to grow organically, being adopted by many.
Let's now join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
The federal government, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has denied reports that some Nigerians were harassed in Libya following CAF ruling on Libya versus Nigeria 2025 African Nations Cup qualifier. Recently, CAF awarded 3 points and 3 goals to Super Eagles and fined Libya Football Federation the sum of $50,000 for maltreating the Nigerian contingent in their 2025 African qualifier. Based on this, unconfirmed reports have it that Nigerians in the country were facing harassment by Libyan authorities. Still on football, Nigeria have named a 32-man roster for the second phase of their training camp ahead of the anticipated two-legged CHAN qualifying fixture against arch-rivals Ghana in December. Most players have received notification of their invitation and will join the Super Eagles B, with some of the latest additions, including Remo Stars goalkeeper Kayode Bankole, Lobby Stars Osu Martin, among others. All invited players are expected to report to camp for intensive preparations under the tutelage of Fidelis Ikechukwu and Daniel Amokachi. To tennis, Aruna Quadri is over the moon after coming from 2-0 down to beat number 5 seed Tomokazu Harimoto in the men's singles round of 32 game at the 2024 WTT Frankfurt. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
Many thanks for watching.
Wa daba nke wo gwamnati ta yi kwa gaza tutu ta wa lo a tutu shi ba wa shi ko fi ba batun wa godo nke bugba ku dawo mu ashe wa je shi tutu yi wa ja bieru na akwụkwọ zo ababa dagna eyi a na baji gwagna ita tun lai jaramatu abdullahi wada ege abanukwai gaza sakpe batan ba gwaza wayenu kwe kwa gwa shishuru zaye wadna ko oba uko ga to kosalo okwonu nge eye abia kasa haye abanukwai ya gwaza aza shi ba ku ajejelu ko ne gaba ba zi aza na kuse wa kpako uwa se bedada gwa na ba wa gwajiwe aza vodu ba na nge onye ahụ ba maza shi ha ji ga ya ha ku jejelu ko no eye ma kula le na bugbala ila bugba wonu ya je mashi wo godo we ga ga shi abaje shi ntige ta pon si elo ibe je adawo si sokwae saiso
Ihuru Chioma Igbo bụ Igbo oge erukwala ọzọ maka akụkọ ụwa nke taa akụkọ ka bụkwa m Rachel Ifi Ono gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Minista n'isi ala anyị Nyesom Wike emeela njem nlekọta Ghana International Conference Center nakwa ogige ndị ọzọ ha na-arụ ọrụ. O kwere nghọta na ha gara katamkpe na Life Camp ilekọta ọrụ okporo ụzọ ha ji n'aka. Ya bụ minista na onye odeakwụkwọ gọọmenti isi ala anyị Shehu Hadi Ahmad nọrọ na ogige ahụ tinye ọnụ n'ihe banyere ihe iti aka n'obi ndị were ala na ebe ha na-ewu ya bụ okporo ụzọ bụ nke ha kwuru na o so jiri ya bụ ọrụ. Ya bụ nwa amadi gosipụtara afọ ojuju ya etu ọrụ si aga ma kwuo na ha ga-arụ ọrụ ndị ọzọ n'oge na-adịghị anya. Ihe mberede okporo ụzọ nakwa ihe mberede ndị ọzọ abụrụla ihe a na-enweghị ike izere ma bụrụkwa ihe na-eme ndị mmadụ na mberede. Onye ọrụ anyị Ramatu Abdullahi wetara akụkọ na ọtụtụ ndị ntorobịa ejirigo ihe mberede mere ihe ngosi na ngalaba soshal midia dị iche iche kama ịgbatara ndị nwere mmerụ ahụ ọsọ enyemaka. O kwere nghọta na nke a kpaliri ọtụtụ ndị ịjụ kedu ebe obi ebere na ezi omume anyị dị. Igbo gere m ntị ebe a ka anyị pịachiri nke taa chebiri anyị n'ihu oge a echi niile mgbe anyị na gị ga-anọkọkwa n'akụkọ ụwa. Ndewo.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Mínísítà olú ìlú Nàìjíríà Àbújá ìyẹn Nyesom Wike ti ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí gbogbo àwọn iṣẹ́ tó ń lọ ní àwọn agbègbè kan ní ìlú Àbújá pàápàá jùlọ ní gbọ̀ngàn International Conference Center láti rí i dájú wípé iṣẹ́ ń lọ ní mẹ̀lọmẹ̀lọ láìsí kọ́mi-n-kọ́hun gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ọ̀nàzè Yakub ṣe jábọ̀. Ìjàmbá àti àwọn ewu pàjáwìrì tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ènìyàn kì í ṣe ohun tí wọ́n rò tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀wẹ̀, níṣe ni àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ìwòyí kúkú fi ń ṣe àwàdà gẹ́gẹ́ bí fọ́nrán lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká kàkà kí wọ́n lọ ṣètò ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún irúfẹ́ àwọn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi yìí bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Ramatu Abdullahi aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa ṣàlàyé wípé ìbéèrè tó wà lórí ètè ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn nílùú ni wípé ṣé ojú àánú ti fọ́ ni? Ìròyìn náà kò ní jù báyìí lọ o. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ló ti ń jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà. Ire o.